And there we go. Hey, everybody. So we're going to get right into your Q&A. And thanks again, everybody, so much for spending your time and being here with us today. And I really hope that you enjoyed our session on video. It's been a very powerful resource for me and my business, and I know it can do the same for you. So we're just going to hop right into the questions. Just make sure we're not having any technical glitches. Excuse me for just 1 second. Looks like we're all good. Okay. All right. So here we go. Our first question is from, and if you would like to ask a question, if you didn't during the event, just right underneath the webinar, there's a chat box. Just type whatever questions you have into that chat box, and I will answer them for you. So this is from James. James says, sorry, I came in a bit late. You keep on mentioning using your smartphone to shoot video. Is there a digital video camera that you would recommend? So James, your cell phone probably has the highest quality camera that you need to shoot video, as long as it shoots in high definition, either 720 or 1080. That'll do a good job for you. Another option that we have here is I use on some of my shoots, this is a Nikon DSLR. This is a D90, and I use that for some of the shoots where we want to get two angles, and if we want to switch between each other. I personally prefer the footage that comes from the iPhone as opposed to the much more expensive option in the DSLR. The other option is a Canon. They've got the Rebel series, the T2i, and I believe the 3Ti are also great options because they're designed more for video. Now, when you shoot with something like that, another thing that you've really got to take a look at is sound options. Make sure that they've got an audio in on the actual camera, so that you can make sure that you're not just getting the audio on the camera, that you can hook up an external mic so that you get nice, crisp, clear sound. Not all the DSLRs have an external mic input, so that's something you want to make sure that you keep an eye out for. Hopefully that helps. From Chris, what are the stats on the left versus the right? Who guessed what? I haven't had a chance to go through all of the options, but it does look like more people chose the option on the left of the screen for the one that was shot for the iPhone than the right. But there were a significant amount of people that guessed on the right. We've got over 200 people on the webinar here. So if I don't want to take your time to go through all of the responses, but thanks for the question. Our next question comes from somebody. Excellent. So it looks like I missed a capitalization on one of the words in my slides. I apologize for that. Thanks for pointing it out. From Alex. Alex asks, will I get a copy of this presentation? So Alex, if you reach out to your First National representative, they will get you a copy of the recordings of the events. They also have access to the recordings previous. So this is the 8th event that we've done together, showing you how to grow your business using social media and online tools. So if you reach out to your First National representative, you can get access to the recordings of this presentation as well. So just reach out to your First National account rep. Also, everybody that registered for this event is going to get access to the recording for 48 hours after the event, so that you get a chance to rewatch it and go through the actual content. Okay, perfect. Some great feedback from Mike. This was awesome. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Mike. Thank you very much for your time and for attending. Okay, great. Awesome. Some great feedback here. Thank you, everybody, again, for spending your time. So this one comes from Paul. Paul is asking if I recommend any other video services other than YouTube. That's a very interesting question, Paul. So the reason why we use YouTube is because it has such a reach advantage above and beyond all of the other services out there. So when you put your video up on YouTube, the ability to get views and to use it to boost your website is a lot more powerful than a lot of the other services. My second favorite video service is Vimeo, Vimeo. They make it very easy to produce your videos and get them online. They look really good. Their embedding options are super easy to use. But again, you won't get the same reach that you will if you upload on YouTube. So using that strategy that I gave you with Traffic Geyser, you're going to see a much greater impact from putting the videos on your website and then putting it out through Traffic Geyser than you will with any other video service. So hopefully that helps you out. And Paul, thank you very much for the question. From David, are you recording this video? This is great stuff. Thank you. Yes, David, we are recording this video. It doesn't look like we've had any technical glitches so far. So you will get access to the recording for 48 hours after the event. And then you can reach out to your First National representative. Make sure that you say thank you to them for hosting this. You know, as a team, they came together and requested this for you. And so make sure that you reach out to them. Thank them for that. Go on social media. Give them a nice plug on Facebook or LinkedIn. Thank them for the training. Because I think it's really cool what they're doing for us and for our industry. So again, thanks for that feedback, David. On to our next one. This question is from Arpad. Arpad asks, just to confirm on video syndication, is it done at Fiverr.com or is it where we would search for Traffic Geyser and get the actual companies and individuals who would do the syndication for us? Yes, so you use Fiverr just to find the contractor, and then the contractor does the work using the Traffic Geyser service. Or you'll find other ones out there like TubeMogul. They're all pretty much the same thing. All you want to do is make sure that your video goes from being just on YouTube to being on all of those large-scale video sites out there, so that to the search engines, it looks like the content on your blog has been picked up and distributed on all of those other video sites. So hopefully that clears that up for you. Oh, that's a great question. From Ben, in your experience, how long should a video be? And it was funny because when I sat down and I started doing the research into YouTube statistics, I found some great reports on actual engagement on videos. And the most interesting thing that I found in those studies is that online video basically has three watching components. And the first place where you get drop off is roughly at 60 seconds. So if you've got a video that's 60 seconds or less, you will get the most amount of engagement. After you reach that 60-second point, if a viewer has stayed on and watched a full minute of your video, the likelihood of them finishing that video goes up exponentially. And the next major drop-off point for people that stop watching videos is at 24 minutes. So it goes from 60 seconds to 24 minutes. And that's kind of like your second major drop-off point. And it's really interesting. In the study, they pointed out that on average, that's the length of a television show with the commercials cut out of it. So you can keep somebody's viewership, I guess, for lack of a better phrase, up to 24 minutes if your content is really good. Now, us in the mortgage industry, in the mortgage business, I don't think that we don't need 24 minutes to convey our message. Short, concise. If you can keep your videos under 3 minutes, that's where I try and keep a lot of my punchy content, and it seems to work really well for me. So you kind of want to be, if you can get your message out in less than a minute, that's your sweet spot. The next, I would say after that is probably the 3-minute mark. And then after that, if you really feel that you've got a message that you want to convey to your audience, put it out there, see what type of response you get from people, and tailor your content from there. I've got videos out there that are well past the 24-minute mark, and we still keep great viewership on those. So that was a fantastic question. Thank you. Our next question from Corrine. Corrine asks, how can we use our tablets to do this? I'm obviously a fan. The camera that comes on your tablet is not as high quality as what you will shoot on your phone. That being said, if the tablet is the option that you have to work with, don't let that stop you. It's still high enough quality that it'll look fantastic. I mean, I'm shooting this on the webcam on my laptop, right? So that camera that you're looking at me through right now, now I'm getting all weirded out because I'm thinking about everybody looking at me through the camera. Anyways, the quality that you're seeing here right now is high definition, and that is a lower quality lens than what you've got on your tablet or what you've got on your cell phone. So you're still good to go. The apps are the exact same. So on your tablet, you can go out and just click on the video app or the camera. It'll have options on it. So it'll either say photo or video, flip it to the video camera, and then shoot your video using your tablet rather than your cell phone or your DSLR or the video camera that you've got. All of those options will work for you. Make sure when you're shooting with a tablet, you also look at some alternatives for sound. I've got the mic that I mentioned on the presentation. I put it on for you so that you could see it in action. We're not actually using it for the audio. We're using a different microphone here, but we've also got some other options for you. So basically your tablet, use it just like a big cell phone and it'll work out just great for you. Our next question, we have got a lot of questions. Hope you guys don't mind. Q&A is my favorite part. So I'm just going to stick around and answer your questions. We'll hang out. I want you to implement. I've actually got something special for you. If we have time at the end, I have brought, whoops, my phone and my handy dandy tripod that you saw in the presentation. And I have the script of what we put on the webinar for you to send out to your clients. And if it's okay with you, if we have time at the end, I'm going to fire up the camera and I'm going to shoot a holiday message just to show you what it's like to produce the video. But I'll make sure that I get through all of your Q&A first before we get into that. If you think that's cool and you'd like to see me go through that, fire into the question box and say, yeah, Chris, I'd like to see a live demo. If not, if you don't feel that's valuable use of your time, that's okay too. You can tell me that too. We're open to all feedback here, right? From Cameron, or Cam. Cam asks, is there a charge for JibJab? The answer to that question is no. JibJab is a free service. They may try and upgrade you to a premium package where you get different templates and different sounds, stuff like that. You don't have to take those upgrade options. JibJab is absolutely free. So go ahead and play around with that. Those videos, you'll see them over the holiday season. They're very popular. And if you're the first one out with them, you'll get a lot of really great positive feedback, especially on social media. From Heidi, Heidi says, nice camera. Awesome. Fellow Nikon fan. Thanks, Heidi. From Mike, Mike asks, is there any software that we can edit our videos with so we don't have to re-record? That's a great question. So there's a bunch of different options when you get into software. The easiest one that I have found is actually the YouTube app for your phone. So if you download YouTube, you just upload your video into the editor before it goes onto YouTube, and you can just use your finger to basically pinch out the parts of the video that you don't want and then publish it from there. It's very easy to use. There's also lots of apps inside the App Store to help you with video editing. The simpler ones are the best. I like YouTube, and the actual camera app on your phone allows you to edit those videos. Another option that you have for software is actually, if you want to do short, really punchy videos, you can use Vine. You can only shoot up to 7 seconds of video, but it's a great way to shoot out a really quick message. And that's actually the video messaging service that is attached to Twitter. So as far as software on your phone, those would be the options that I use. On your computer, it depends what platform you're on. So if you're a Mac user, iMovie is very user-friendly. You just drag your clips from your phone right into iMovie, and then clip them where you want them. Then you click publish, and it will publish it right into your YouTube account for you. If you're on a PC, some of the software that's out there in the PC world is a lot more in-depth. Again, the Camtasia option that I gave you during the presentation works also for editing your video footage. You might want to try that out because it's a very easy to use option as well. So hopefully that helps you out with software, Mike. If not, feel free to ask the question again. I'm happy to go even more in depth into it. Oh, cool. From Vita. Very nice. Thank you to First National for providing this event, and thanks to Chris Johnstone for running the event. Thank you so much. It's absolutely my pleasure to be here with you today. And again, thank you for taking your time. I really appreciate it. Mike has another great question. What's the maximum video length that you can upload to YouTube from your iPhone? So there are different limitations that you will have on your YouTube account as you go through your journey in becoming a video marketer in your mortgage business. So when you first set up your YouTube account, I believe that you're limited to 10 minutes that you can upload from any device, whether it's from your desktop or from your phone. As you upload more video and you use the service more often, they will upgrade your account. It's still free, you don't have to pay for it, but they'll upgrade it so that you're basically unlimited. Right now, I think on my YouTube account, we get up to an hour's worth of content that we can upload on our YouTube account before it shuts us down. So it depends on where your account is with YouTube. You can go into the settings and request longer video lengths inside the, I believe it's the info and settings tab inside your YouTube account, and request longer video lengths. If that doesn't work for you, shoot some shorter videos, mark them as private, upload them to your account, and they'll unlock the ability for you to get longer videos. Hope that helps. From James. James asks a great question. How do you use a microphone with a mobile phone? So that is, again, a great question. So I've got my outdated iPhone. I mean, come on. You guys got to give me a break. We're a new family. We have a new baby. I haven't had a chance to go out and upgrade my electronics yet, okay? So, but this again is an example of another option that you have for audio. So this is a Belkin boom mic, and it might look a little bit weird there, but you can see the slots in it, and it's actually got it's a big long microphone. And at the end there, you can see that it just has a regular headphone jack, just like your regular headphones. So that attaches into the port in the bottom of your phone. So you just take the microphone and you plug it in, and then when you're shooting your video, you've got a boom mic on your phone that just gives you really nice audio, right? So that's one option for sound. Some of the other options that you've got for a microphone, they'll plug right into the actual data slot on your phone. There's a company out there called Yeti, Y-E-T-I, and they make a microphone that goes across the bottom of the entire phone. I haven't personally used one, but the online reviews say that it's one of the best, most cost-effective microphones that are on the market right now. If my wife is watching this presentation, Christmas is coming. Anyway, you've got another option for shooting audio on your phone. Now, I told you in the presentation about a wired mic, this one here, where you just take it and you plug it into the microphone jack on your phone. Now, the option that I have here is a little bit more sophisticated. So this is a wireless version of that. So this is from a company called Sennheiser. This is more in the pricier range of audio stuff. This cost me about $1,000 to pick up. And what you do is you take that end and you plug it into your cell phone. It's the same as a wired cable, except it goes to this receiver so that you get the audio, and then attached to this microphone is the other end, the sender unit. So this one's attached to your phone. This one is attached to the microphone, and that's how we record the sound. So if you're going out and you're doing a shoot, you decide you want to go outside and do a shoot, or you're looking for just, you know, a nicer option to actually have it on the video, you can set it up with that as well. And most of the video or audio, excuse me, just goes right into the port on the bottom of your phone. So James, thank you very much for the question, and hopefully that helps. As far as the audio that we're doing here on the actual presentation itself, that is really crispy due to our, this is from that company Yeti, and this is a blue mic. And this is what I use to do all my presentations. And if you've decided to go with the screen capture option, where you're just going to set up the PowerPoint presentation and record your audio over the computer, that is the microphone that I recommend. I think it's around the $149 mark. You can get them at the Apple Store. They work out great. Some great questions. I'm really glad that everybody has been enjoying this content. We've got lots of questions, so we're going to keep plugging through. We're at 2:52 here, so we'll try and wrap up all these questions before the end of the hour. From Brian. Brian says, do you have any recommendations for creating a bumper for the video on YouTube? So for those of you that don't know what a bumper is, it's the intro and the outro after your actual content. So you'll see that a lot of the times on YouTube. You start a video and it, you know, it's got this flashing animation at the beginning and then goes into your actual video. And you can use that to brand yourself with your logo, your contact information, everything before people see your actual content. There are a couple of different options, and I will share with you one of my, I guess, secret resources that I use when I shoot videos. What I'll do is I'll go on Kijiji, or this is originally how I started and found the videographer that I use now for some of our more professional shoots. But I went on to Kijiji and posted an ad looking for a wedding videographer that would work during the week. So it's downtime for them. They don't have any clients anyway. The rates are fantastic during the week, and they'll show up and they'll have all of the equipment, and they show up, they shoot the footage, they take it with them, you tell them what you want it to look like, and they'll deliver your video normally like 3 or 4 days later. Any intros and outros that you want put into them, they've got all the skills that you need to get that stuff created. If you don't want to go with that approach just for cost prohibitive or whatever, you can also go to Fiverr, Fiverr.com. If you really want to break the bank, you can go to tenor.com, Tenerr.com. It's the same thing except $10 instead of $5. And you just go to video animation or video editing, sort by ratings and reviews so that you make sure you're working with a good contractor. And there's lots of services out there. And what they do, the reason why they can do it so cost effectively is because they use a template. So they'll have, you know, Adobe After Effects or something like that that they're using, and they're just punching out, you know, for them, it's like PowerPoint. They just go and put all the PowerPoint things in, render it, and send it to you. And away you go. You've got a professional looking intro and outro to bumper your videos with. So great question, Brian. Thank you for that. Our next question comes from Paul. Paul says, this is the first webinar of yours that I've seen. Welcome, Paul. And can I access your previous webinars? Paul, reach out to your First National Financial rep, and they will get you the answer to that question and get you access to that private membership area. At this point, with 8 webinars, just because you haven't been introduced to the series previously, it's actually a large-scale how to build your business using social media course that we broke down into monthly sessions. So you get to go through how to set up your Google ratings, reviews, and testimonials, how to properly and effectively launch Facebook personal marketing, how to do Facebook business marketing, how to leverage Twitter in your business, how to leverage LinkedIn in your business. We go through an entire training program. We spent a week just on paid marketing systems, how to run ads on Facebook, drive people to a lead generation page, get them to convert into high quality leads in your business. Then we went into follow-up systems and showed you how to set up autoresponders and then drip quality content out to your prospects to convert them over time. We've done all of that in just 8 weeks of content. And now video marketing to help you continually bond with your clients and customers and prospects to bring even more of them into your business. So many of you out here maybe on the 8th webinar going, wow, this really kind of fit together really well. Well, it was architected from the very beginning to guide you through this experience without you feeling overwhelmed. And that came from First National. They wanted you to have a way to get results from social media without having to feel like you were overwhelmed with all the information. I think it's really cool. And next year, you're going to love the content that we've got planned out for you. It's just fantastic. I'm not supposed to plug it, but I'm going to anyway. In January, keep an eye out for a video that we're going to release. It's with myself and a good friend at First National. I won't spoil the big surprise, but there's a video coming out in January. Make sure that when you see it come out on social media and you see it show up in your inbox, you watch it, because I think you're really going to like it. So with that, yes, absolutely, you can reach out to your First National representative. From Dan, does it make sense to post videos on your Google Business/local page? The answer to that question is yes, absolutely. Take those videos, put them on YouTube, syndicate them, and then post them on your Google Plus channel. And again, what you're going to do with that is you're going to take all of the backlinks on all of the video sites that you publish that information out to, and then you're going to essentially bring all of those backlinks to your Google Plus profile when you post the video there as well. Dan, if you're interested in a deeper walkthrough into that, you've got my phone number, brother. Give me a call. I'll step you through it. And that goes for everybody out there. I'm here. We do this Q&A so that you can get answers to your questions, and I'm here to support you. We've got a support line, support@cwjstone.com. Any questions that you have, fire those in there. We're happy to help you get over any technical hurdles that you have, because we want you to get results. We want to see you succeed and grow your business. Jim, the recordings are available through your First National representative, not through me directly. Thanks for the question. Oh, another great question. So how does Jing compare to ScreenFlow? So Jing limits, Jing is a piece of software that you can install on your computer, and it allows you to take pictures of your computer screen and shoot small little videos. I believe Jing has a limit of 5 minutes of video that you can post out there. And that's the only reason that I use ScreenFlow. ScreenFlow also gives you an editing suite that comes along with it that allows you to adjust your audio, adjust the actual content that you have inside the video that you shoot. So if you don't nail it the first time, you can go through and chop it up a little bit and make it sound a little bit better. So I prefer ScreenFlow, but Jing works just as well, especially considering Jing is free and ScreenFlow is a paid service. If all you're looking for is those, short, punchy videos of your computer screen, Jing works great for you. From Azim, could you email the lapel mic that you suggest? For the wired lapel mic, just go on Amazon.ca, type in lapel mic, sort by ratings. The one that comes up the top, you're good to go. This piece of hardware, I guess, is outdated. They don't sell it anymore. It's an outdated model. It's from Sennheiser, and again, any wireless lav mic that they produce is of great quality. So you should be good to go. With that, we are right at 3 o'clock, a full half hour of Q&A. I hope that everybody's enjoyed that. And man, we still have questions just pouring in. I want to be respectful of your time, because I know how busy you are. We're coming into the holiday season. I realize that everybody has things that they want to do, but I also want to serve you. I want to make sure that you get a great experience. And First National has brought me here to make sure that you get the support that you need. So I'm going to keep going with the Q&A. If you've got places that you need to go, I just want to say, from me and my family, much love to you. happy holidays. I hope that you have a fantastic time. And if you've got time, stick around, because this is great content and it's going to help you grow your business. Don't forget to shoot the video. Shoot the video for your past clients and past customers. Even if it's your first video, it's okay. It's really difficult to mess up. I value you and want to send you a nice Christmas message. So you get a lot of leeway, even if you feel that your video isn't perfect. Trust me, it's better than you think it is. And just send it out. You'll be really happy with the feedback that you get back. You can do it this afternoon and have it to your clients before the weekend, right? So don't let anything stop you. Shoot that video, send it out to your past clients. It will make an impact, not only in your life, but in your business. So make sure that you do that. So we're going to keep going with Q&A. Is there any software that we can edit our videos without having to re-record? I think that might be a duplicate question there, Mike. We're just going to skip on to the next one. From Steve. Steve asks, what if you wanted to offer this service for your realtor partners to strengthen your relationship? Would it be difficult to learn and get up to speed? I'm not 100% sure that I understand the question, Steve. As far as the service, if you're talking about the videos that we're doing, next week, as I mentioned in the presentation, we are hosting another event just for your referral partners, financial planners, realtors, home inspectors, the lawyers that you deal with, all of those people that can be centers of influence and can send you business, pillars in the small business community. We run an event very similar to this one as far as the content goes, so you know what you're promoting, but we take the mortgage spin off of it and tailor it to their small businesses, showing them how to leverage video. You get an email from me after the event giving you a link to invite your referral partners to. Just watch out for that email. Send it to your referral partners. There's no cost for it. It's free. It's provided to you on behalf of First National and myself, and you can send it out to those referral partners, and that's the service. Now, as far as it being difficult to learn and to get up to speed, if you're talking about shooting videos for your referral partners, there's a learning curve to producing videos for somebody else, because it adds a whole other element of trying to get somebody else comfortable in front of a camera and over that hump. It's much easier for you to leverage it in your business and demonstrate through your success rather than trying to go out and do it for them, and then give them tips on, you know, here's how I did it. Try this, rather than going out and trying to do full service and, you know, stand there behind the camera with them, because then if they don't like the video, you know, there's all kinds of weirdness that can go on there. So I would say potentially looking at that option of going out and finding a videographer and maybe, you know, splitting costs or doing that as a gift out to that partner, so that you don't have to be the technical expert that goes in, but you still get the benefit of the relationship sharing between the two of you. So hopefully that answers your question. From Daryl, other than within YouTube search engine, what is the best way to optimize for organic search engines like Google, Yahoo, and Bing? Brother, we do not have enough time to discuss that question here. Search engine optimization is a beast of a topic, and there's a lot of different factors that go into it, of which I am happy to share information with you about and can help you with, but I think that this probably isn't the best venue for that. That being said, with the YouTube traffic specifically for video, just like we said in the presentation, shoot your YouTube video. Take the #1 keyword that you want to rank for and put it as the description of the video, the title, right? After the title, in the description, tell people exactly what the video is about. And once in that description, make sure that your main keyword is in the description of the video as well. In the tags section at the bottom, put that main keyword in there. with other related keyword phrases like mortgage broker, business, your area. Make sure you've got all those tags in there. Then take that video and put it on your website, put it on your blog, and then go through the syndication process that's listed in Traffic Geyser or TubeMogul, right? And you can go to the TubeMogul website, and they list out all of the different video services that they're going to post that video on. When that video gets blasted out, it's actually kind of shocking how quickly you can see your video come out and start to gain rank on the keyword that you're actually going after. It's a really cool way to influence the search engines. But as far as the larger scale strategy, I'm looking forward to chatting with you about that a little bit later. And thanks again for attending. I really appreciate it. Heidi, thank you so much for attending. I really appreciate it as well. What is the typical cost on Fiverr for video syndication? They vary. To get all your profiles set up, you should be around a Fiverr gig. It should be about $5, no more than 10. And if you're going for the actual video syndication, you should be somewhere around, again, the same mark, $5, $10 to get all of that syndication done. So all told, maybe you should be into the thing for 20 bucks to get your video optimized and properly sent out there. From Melinda. Melinda says, I'm brand new to the mortgage industry. Well, I'm new to the mortgage industry. Excuse me, I misread that. I found your videos so helpful, and I really appreciate all of your advice and sharing. Please send me the link for the past recordings. Melinda, to get the access to those past recordings, reach out to your First National representative in your local marketplace, and they will be happy to sit down with you and get you hooked up with that link, okay? Great presentation, lots of love, gotta go. Thanks so much. Ashley, you're welcome. Excuse me, I have to read them to get through them. From Chris, great information. Maybe I missed this, but how long should a video be? I don't want to bore people, but I don't want it to be too short either. Great question. So your real sweet spot is under 60 seconds if you can do it. After that, you want to be kind of in the 3-minute mark. After that, if you can keep people for 3 minutes on your video, the likelihood of them staying until you're done is really high, right up until the point that you get around 24 minutes. Once you get around 24 minutes, you start to get drop off because people's attention spans don't last essentially past that 24-minute mark. I think our presentation here is a little bit of an anomaly. We're at 1 hour and 10 minutes now with our content, and still a full house, still over 200 people here on the line. So we're gonna keep on cranking. And thanks again, everybody, for your time today. I really appreciate it. So great questions. James, thank you very much. Great to have you here. I really appreciate the feedback. From Joe. Joe asks, hey Chris, great webinar. Would you recommend any lapel microphones that work with a BlackBerry? Awesome question. I don't think that you're going to run into any issues on the hardware as far as it being an iPhone or a Galaxy or a BlackBerry. Pretty much all of the hardware interfaces that go with them work the same, except for that Yeti Blue mic. With that one, you've got to make sure that you've got the right port on the bottom of the phone. But when you go to the website and look at the product, it'll tell you all of the different hardware manufacturers that they'll sync with. So great question, good thinking, but you should be okay with pretty much everything. From John. John asks, what are the most popular keywords that should be used by a mortgage broker? Again, a little bit off topic, but a great question. So the #1 key phrase that we see in our research is mortgage calculators. People are looking for the ability to go out and calculate the rate on their mortgage. So the #1 keyword would be a mortgage calculator. As far as quality and bringing in the highest quality prospect from your online marketing, area name mortgage broker is always one of our key focuses when we look at keyword research, because the person that is searching for that phrase is ready to go. They want information from a mortgage broker and they're looking to make a purchase soon. So when you can capture that keyword, you may not be tapping into the highest volume of traffic, but you are tapping into the quality traffic that exists within your local marketplace. And that's always a good strategy for generating good leads and good business in your mortgage business. So hopefully that helps you out. From Chris, I missed the first 20 minutes, so I'm super glad there's a replay. Excellent. I hope that you enjoy it. Make sure that you watch it after you get the link set aside the time. You've got 48 hours after the event to watch the replay that's going to get sent out. And then after that, after we take it down, you've got to contact your First National representative in order to get access to the recordings. From Marcel, Marcel says, how do I register for future events? Will First National offer this to me? Marcel, we send out emails every month. Because you have registered for this webinar, next month you will get an email from me reminding you that we have a new session. You have to go to the page, register for each month's webinar, and then obviously attend, right? So keep an eye on your inbox. You'll definitely be getting an email from me next month and your First National representative letting you know that the event is coming up. Alex, thank you so much. Mark asks, have you used the BombBomb video service yet? Any thoughts if so? Just because it's a third-party service and I'm not 100% familiar with it, I'm not going to comment on that service. But thanks for the question, and great to see you here, Mark. Hope all is well. And another great question from Nicole. How long do you think your video should be in length? We've covered that from a great question from Ben and from Chris. So hopefully you got the answer to that question. From someone that has an active YouTube account on a less than exciting industry, what's your personal opinion on frequency of your videos? Just curious to hear it. That is a great question because, I mean, how often can you update somebody about what's happening in the mortgage business? It can be a bit of a struggle, especially in our business, to come up with engaging content that is going to keep people bonded with you. So how I like to view this is making sure that the videos that you produce are built along the journey of the person that's going to get a mortgage. And what I mean by that is when you get somebody that goes from not interested in getting a mortgage at all, not interested in buying a house, to all of a sudden they become available to or interested in purchasing a home. They go from not interested at all about mortgage videos on YouTube to intensely interested in mortgage videos on YouTube, and they'll probably spend a week to 2 weeks maybe downloading all of the information that they can on that topic, so that when they sit down at either a branch or they sit down with you at your office, they feel like they're educated, they can ask the right questions, and that they're knowledgeable about the process. And this is going to go a little bit deeper into the psychology of marketing, but when you use your videos to give people a checklist of the questions that they have to ask, they take that and will then compare every other option that they're going to come across in the marketplace against the criteria that you get to help them set. So in that education series of videos, you want to be the person that they go to for information, obviously, right? But in doing so, lay out a very simple process for that person to go through and arm them with the questions that are going to set your services apart from your competitors. So we all know it's not just about rate, it's about services, about prepayment penalties, it's about all of those things that you educate your clients on. Take the conversation that you have one-to-one across the desk from the consumer and take the big questions that you answer all day, every day, and put the answers to those in video format. Then when you get a new lead in your business, that's your drip content. You say, hey, you've probably got questions about really What determines your mortgage rate? Well, there's 3 things. Let me teach you about it, right? And you teach them about the 3 things and arm them with the questions so that if they potentially go somewhere else to ask questions, you already know how they're going to analyze the competition because you're the person that educated them with those options. Now, obviously, you want to be ethical and honest with everything that you teach, and it needs to be good information that you give them. But I would be very intensive in creating videos that convert leads first. Then, in the follow-up content that you send out to people over time, that's when we're building the know, like, and trust and bonding with people outside of the, I'm a mortgage broker and here's how I can help you. It's, hey, my name's Chris. This is my family. We're part of the local community here. Here's what we do in the community. This is what's going on in our business this month, and here's what you need to know about. Here's what's going on in the local community. Here's some helpful tips. Here's some things to help you around the house. Become a regular source of good information, but make it more relationship-based. Let people know that you're a real person so that when they send you referrals, they're doing it because they know you, they like you, and they trust you. And your videos become much less about mortgages and more about building your brand and about building you as the person in their community that they refer when people have questions about financing or mortgages. Does that make sense? Kind of a long-winded question, but when you sit down to plan out a video marketing strategy, that's the format. Very intensive on education up front and very intensive on relationship and referrals on the back end. Great question, Chris. From Darlene. Darlene asks, how would I integrate a live video shoot with, say, a PDF of pages? Okay, so Darlene, if you're going to do something like that, if you haven't edited videos before, I suggest maybe finding somebody that can edit those videos for you. ScreenFlow on the Mac does a really great job of that. You can shoot your video and then upload it to your computer, put it into ScreenFlow, and then put the PowerPoint presentations over the video so that it switches back and forth. The other option that you have is the service that we're using right now, Google Hangouts. So what it allows us to do is to do live capture like we're doing here, and then I can go into the panel, click on desktop, and it will flip the camera from the webcam to my desktop. So what you can do is go in and host a Google Hangout by yourself with nobody else watching, shoot your content, and just do the switch back and forth between the live camera and then your desktop. So hopefully that helps you out as well. So we're at 319 and not even close to the bottom of the barrel on the Q&A. So I apologize, but I'm starting to fade a little bit here. So what we're gonna do, Ayasha, thank you very much for the feedback. What we're gonna do is we're gonna switch over into the final part of really what I wanted to provide for you here today, and shoot this video and take you through the process. Now, I've never done this before. I don't know technically how well this is going to work, but I wanted to do this with you so that when you leave this presentation, you leave not only armed with the education of how to do it, but with the motivation to go out and get it done this afternoon. You will get results when you shoot this video and send it out to your past clients, and I want to motivate you to go out and get it done. So we're going to switch from the Q&A, and for those of you that haven't gotten answers to your questions, I go through all the Q&A after the events, and I will send you an individual email to answer your questions after the event to make sure that you get what you need. So what we're going to do is we're going to hook up and shoot our nice Christmas message. Now, you'll have to apologize. I don't have my Christmas hat with me. But if you so choose to put one in your video, I think it would be a great touch. So we've got our little tripod here that we talked about during the presentation, right? And we're going to set that up just so that you guys can see that, hopefully. And we've got our cell phone. And for those of you that that were interested in lighting, we talked about the sun and all that stuff, but if you're inside a studio, I don't know if you can see this big white spot right here in the back. That is because we are in the studio and we have a light kit set up. So this obviously isn't on, but this is the kit that we use here in the video studio, and they're called Dayflow Easy Lights, and 5 of them come in the kit. And they come with tripod stands that they stand on and the proper bulbs for shooting videos and all that kind of stuff. I think the kit, again, from Amazon, maybe $499 if you want the full studio lighting kit. It's overboard for most of the videos that we're going to be shooting, but I wanted you to know that that is the option that we use here to shoot our videos. So we've got our lighting set, right? We're all good. We've got our audio clipped on. And we're just going to plug that into the camera. I'm going to make sure it's turned on, looking good. Turn on the actual camera itself. Oh, that's scary, isn't it? Okay, so we take that. You can tell this is live, right? And keep in mind, we're at an hour and a half of a live webinar, and these take a little bit of mental effort out of me, so I may not be at my finest. But I'm going to do my best for you. So here we go. We've got camera set up. You can see it there. We've got our audio hooked up. Looks a little bit weird, but here we go. Hey everybody, it's Chris Johnstone here, and I just wanted to shoot this little holiday message for you and let you know that I'm thankful for you. It's been a crazy year and we've got a lot done, and I just really hope that you get to spend time with your family over the holidays and relax, because you deserve it. We've worked really hard and it's great to take this time. So I'm wishing you a wonderful holiday season with your family. And if there's anything that I can do for you or your family, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm here for you and looking forward to helping you out. So warm wishes. I'm really looking forward to speaking with you in the new year. I hope you have a great time, and I'll talk to you soon. Pretty helpful little script there. Not too shabby. So now we take off our audio, get rid of our tripod, and we're going to try something out here. We are going to flip over to our desktop. So now you should be able to see my phone up on your screen. So this is obviously the phone that I just shot the video with, and we're going to go into our photos and our camera roll where we just shot our video, and then we click on our actual video. Hey everybody, it's Chris Johnstone. And there we are. So I'm just going to take that and there's about 2 seconds right at the beginning that I'm not too fancy with or about. So we just put our finger on the screen up there at the top and drag that over. There we go. And click on the YouTube button. And all we do now is we put in our YouTube settings. So hold on, we'll go back here for a second. So we've shot the video. It's up there on the phone. We've edited it. So the beginning is cropped out, the end is cropped out. And I just did that by dragging my finger on the screen on the beginning and the end of the video. And then we're just going to click on that YouTube button there. And we're logged into YouTube. All we've got to do is put in our description, our title, our tags, and click post. And we got our video up on YouTube. So just like that, this afternoon, you can have your holiday message out to your past clients and past customers. So now it's action time. Go out, implement, and enjoy. And the results that you get, I would absolutely love to hear about it. So from me and my family here to you and yours, much love. To First National, thank you so much for putting on these incredible events for us. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate you for taking your time for being here with me today. And I'll talk to you soon. This is Chris Johnstone, signing off.